Number of tickets, 2.
Welcome back to our Poland adventure. In the next few episodes, we'll show you our view and experience of visiting the city of Krakow. So grab yourself a cuppa and relax.
So this is one of our 2 daughters.
Emma's a vegetarian, which to help. You do the bread. We'll concentrate on the bit.
Adolf Hitler thought Krakow was actually, or believed Krakow to be an original German town, and therefore didn't want to destroy it. What's with one-legged pigeons? So Emma wanted to have a drink in the square and people watch.
And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
We've settled into this new camp lifestyle quite well. We like the site and the informal layout offered.
Seed pods in it. I say they go brown and the seeds drop out.
Yeah.
I've got a one-legged pigeon here. Wonder what happened to him.
Bless him.
Well, it's time to work out how to get around the city.
How much?
7-day ticket.
Yeah, how much?
Zone 1.
Yeah.
What do we want? Zone 1, 2, 3. It's another 12 zloty for the 1, 2, 3. Then we haven't got to worry.
So,
Which is
£4.
which is £3.
No, it's 3, yeah.
It's not worth.
No.
Should we just go with that zone? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Number of tickets, 2.
You just tap your card.
136.
136.
So that was 136 zloty. I was expecting to be about 50 quid. So that's a 7-day pass on zones 1, 2 and 3. I mean, we're only going to go into a couple of zones. But it's like 13 quid for 7 days each. So it's nothing. It's just crazy price. I don't know what a zone 1 card is in London.
Well, we highly recommend the tram system based on that first trip. It's reliable, easy, clean, safe and cheap. So it's a thumbs up from us.
So if you catch tram 18 on platform 1 outside the campsite, it's literally 15 minutes in. We bought a 7-day pass, as we said. And the campsite give you a map and also all the station stops along the way, so it's really easy, to be perfectly honest. And you just, if you bought a 7-day pass, from what we can gather, you just tap in once and that's it for the 7 days, I think. We'll head to the centre square. I think this is all the old town from what I can gather. Lots of young people about, students who might be on a trip and things like that.
Now, Emma's flight lands later this afternoon and she's staying in the centre of Krakow at an Airbnb. So we have lots of time to get our bearings, grab some lunch and start to feel the vibe of this historic city.
There's lots of things to see around the square as well as the side streets, with shops and stalls offering all sorts.
So this is the main central square. Lots of touristy things, coaches, carriages.
If you feel less energetic, then a horse and carriage ride may suit you better.
We we find a great little bar called Nova Provincia, well I think that's how it's pronounced, just to get a bit of lunch. To be honest, it's our type of place and actually becomes a favourite little haunt to escape the heat of the day.
And I think they must encourage graffiti as it seems to be their unique design look. But obviously we didn't participate.
Jane's gone for the ham and cheese toasty. With some relishes on the side, by the looks of it. And I went for the salami toasty.
And very tasty it was too.
It's not mayonnaise, it's aioli.
So that is £3.
So our advice is to get down the side streets as you will get an even better value with respect to food and drink.
So around the outskirts of Krakow is this now a sort of a bit of a park area that runs all the way around, but in fact it's where the river used to run years ago. It was on 2 islands apparently around Krakow, and it's obviously gradually being filled in. And it's quite a cool place if you're trying to hide from hot sun as we are at the moment. It's about 30 degrees today.
Well, if you don't fancy a horse-drawn carriage ride, then there's lots of city tours in these stretch limo electric buggies.
So tip, make sure you got cash for toilets and car parks. They'll charge you to go into these places generally, unless you happen to be in a restaurant or something like that, it's included. So tourists are about 2 zloty.
And with the sun gradually going down in the main square, Emma finally arrived to get her first glimpse of the city. But as always, our minds quickly turns to food. And so we seek out a restaurant that we saw earlier that has some really good reviews.
It's an eclectic restaurant with a local pianist adding a quirky feel to the evening.
So this is one of our 2 daughters. This is Emma, who's joined us in Krakow. She flew in today.
Tried to eat my dinner.
She's vegetarian. Don't hold it against her.
I'm chewing. You not?
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to film it. That was the camembert. Emma, what you've had? Gnocchi. Is that cabbage? What's the other stuff?
That's watercress and peas.
No, what's that stuff there? The white stuff, sliced stuff.
That's cheese.
Is it? Oh, it's cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, okay.
Yeah.
That's just potato, isn't it?
Because that's
It's
what
gnocchi
gnocchi
potato.
is.
Is that what gnocchi potato?
Yeah. But nice.
Jane's had breaded chicken and chips with a side coleslaw.
Yeah.
And with the introductions out the way, I forgot to share what I had to eat. I think it was a dumplings and pork dish based on my conversation.
Oh. I think you might like that. I think you're going to like that. That's tender. So very tender.
You're a bit sticky on the peas. developed it. I think it just needs
Oh no, hang
to
on.
develop.
Look. Look at these.
That's what I said to you. I don't think that
Oh,
Peas?
no.
They're not potatoes.
It's dumplings. It's dumplings.
dumplings. A bit like gnocchi, basically.
No, that's mashed potatoes.
No, it's dumplings. I remember that. It was on the menu.
It's amazing how you forget what you've ordered at my age.
The whole meal was top quality and really good value for money, and we felt it had an authentic Polish feel rather than a typical tourist one. In fact, we liked it so much that we visited here a second time during our stay, only to confirm that our initial feelings were correct, and so we're happy, definitely, to recommend it. We walked Emma back to her Airbnb and we headed back on the tram after a great first full day.
It's our second day in Krakow. We had a good night's sleep. We were really tired last night. We did quite a bit of walking, so we went into Krakow and had got our bearings. Lovely town, lovely clean town, very friendly. Lots to see, I would say. Obviously we've met up with Emma and had a walk around, had a drink, and found a lovely restaurant after, so that was really nice. Quite cheap, I say. If you eat in the centre it's a bit more expensive because obviously more of a tourist place, especially around the square there, but if you go outside that in a circle, you can often find a restaurant that's perhaps a bit cheaper. But even the ones in the middle aren't that expensive, but I say you will get a better deal on the outside, and the food is just brilliant, really cooked, really at high quality. We tried a few different dishes and all that, so that was good. Today I'm just off to get some bread for my breakfast, some fresh bread, that's all we need. Catching the tram in because we're going to do, well, it's a free walking tour, but in reality is you'll give them a tip. That's how they earn the money at the end of it. So we're going around the I think it's a walk around the Jewish quarter that's Jane's organised, so we'll catch a couple of trams to get there, and then we'll just have a meander around this afternoon basically. Tomorrow's Auschwitz, so really looking forward to that. We were just catching the tram down to the walking tour start, and Jane and Emma just happened to be sat opposite talking about it, about a yellow umbrella. And he pulled out a yellow umbrella. He was sat opposite the guide was. We're down in the Jewish quarter of Krakow to hear the stories that define this area.
Well, we definitely won't lose him. It's hot, so we'll see if this activity zaps our energy levels.
So the reason the Krakow is mainly kept intact is that in World War II Adolf Hitler thought Krakow was actually, believed Krakow to be an original German town, and therefore didn't want to destroy it. So the German army came in here, although the Poland army was here, they realised how big the German army was and left. And also when at the end of the war in 1945 the Soviet army came and Germany realised how big that was, so they withdrew again without very little fighting.
Our tour unusually starts at this bookshop, which is a unique Jewish-themed bookstore that is housed in a 17th century synagogue. The synagogue was built in 1620 as a private foundation of Wolf Popper, one of the wealthiest Jewish merchants and financiers in Krakow at the time. Due to its small size, the synagogue is often referred to as the Little Synagogue. We learn about this book, which the author was the non-Jewish owner of the Eagle Pharmacy, located in the Ghetto, who risked his life to shelter and aid Jews during the Holocaust. And we actually bought the book so we could learn more about this amazing story.
Although this street where we are was not actually in the ghetto, it did provide the backdrop for many ghetto scenes in the great film Schindler's List. We will show you some remains of the ghetto later on.
The duck egg blue house was the house of a very rich Polish woman who had a business, went to Australia I think it was, and then ended up selling the business to the Lehman Brothers for 7 million, and then bought it back in a crash for 2 million.
The tour takes you around the back streets, and the guide was exceptionally good at bringing to life how this area became the centre for the Jewish community going back centuries.
What's with one-legged pigeons?
But is it the same pigeon from this morning at the campsite? And he is simply following us around.
That's the second one-legged pigeon I've found.
That to the left is going to end up looking like the right.
They've got a refurbishment that's provided 20% by the owners, they have to contribute, and then the rest by the government to refurbish the parts of the city. I think that's really good though.
Our channel relies on your continued support, so liking and subscribing really helps, and it's all free. We're also on social media, and if you want to support us further, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, or simply scan the QR code on the screen to take you there.
And after a short break, the tour continues. And again, this area was scene locations in the film.
Right in the heart of this area is the Roman Catholic Corpus Christi Basilica that rises with its soaring Gothic tower and richly decorated Baroque interior. Founded in the 14th century by King Casimir III the Great, this monumental church is both an historical landmark and a vibrant symbol of the city's enduring spirit. With the tour over, we decide to explore this area further and find somewhere for lunch, passing over the Vistula River that runs through the city. If you recall, we spent a great day overlooking the river in a previous episode.
We came across this square with the 70 oversized empty chairs, each chair symbolising 1,000 lives lost, and the personal belongings abandoned during the tragic displacement of the Jewish community. It evoked a powerful feeling of absence, reminding us of the human suffering and the empty spaces sadly left behind.
So we're actually in the ghetto area, but obviously it's all been pulled down and redone, but there are some remnants of the wall that we can see, so we're just making our way to the wall, the remnants of the wall down here, I believe it is, the guide said. So that tour lasted about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours maybe. So it was all about the Jewish history mainly, with other little facts as he went round of Jews living in Poland and what happened to them through the history, and obviously in particular what happened to World War II. Touches on lots of facts, or maybe movie facts sometimes that aren't facts in the movie, of Schindler's List. And here's the remains of the ghetto wall, and the reason why it's scalloped, apparently it's because that's where Jewish tombs or grave cemeteries are, and the Germans built it like that so anybody escaping that knew that they were going to be shot and killed.
With the visit to Auschwitz planned for tomorrow, this has allowed us to put some context around the German occupation in this area and this terrible period of history.
Time for lunch, although I completely mess up the order. It's turned into a bit of a bush tucker trial, to be honest.
I have no idea where Emma's bought us, but it's a random pink place, pizza place.
I thought it was just for one. Emma's a vegetarian, just to help. You do the bread. We'll concentrate on the I ordered a starter, just a meat platter for me, I thought. It's come out and it's feeding the 5,000. And Emma's a vegetarian.
I'm trying to help as much as I can, but
bread. Jane's trying to... We need to hide it.
you don't appreciate how big it is now, but
It's all out now. It's all meat.
you don't need to.
That's the what do you have in?
I had the meat, mozzarella, courgette and flowers.
Emma, what have you had?
Margarita.
And I've had some more meat because I didn't have enough. Oh my god.
You're struggling?
Yeah, just a bit.
Absolutely fantastic food, but it is one of the downsides of not knowing the Polish language. You just possibly may overorder. Well, after that, the walk back was a little slower. I must admit, I feel a bit like the colour of that water.
A few trams later and we're back in the centre as Emma wants to just simply take in the square and soak up the atmosphere.
So Emma wanted to have a drink in the square and people watch. That's her view. If she ducks, she might see the odd person. Well, at least he's got two legs, I guess. The city is alive with people arriving or leaving, and those going about their daily work. So Emma gets her wish.
And we carry on exploring the city's side streets. We're tempted, but it's a no.
There has to be one.
And if you do visit, make sure you seek out these quirky locations for bars and cafes, as many have really interesting artefacts. Day turns into evening in the square with many people just out simply having a good time. I have to say that Krakow echoes our feelings about Poland, which feels a very safe, friendly place, and our best recommendation can only be that we will definitely be coming back to this city. We'll see you in the next episode, which will be a bit different as we'll share our experience of Auschwitz.